Oh my God, that is phenomenal. That is so good.
Welcome to the first ever episode of The Care Degree. And I'm absolutely ecstatic to welcome our very first guest, Annem Hobson.
Thank you.
Who is also a cheese visionary, a cheese connoisseur and creator of the cheese advent calendar, which you may have seen around about Christmases went like globally viral. So Annem's a little bit famous now. So Annem, amazing to have you with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
We're going to do something that you came up with here.
So we were sort of talking about what we could do with a toasty, and I thought donuts. I love donuts, but I love cheese too, and so then cheese in donuts would just be absolutely phenomenal. So what we're going to do today is we are going to open up a sweet toasty and a savoury toasty. We are going to cut them up, we're going to dunk them in batter, and we're going to deep fry them.
Oh, yeah. Right, let's get to it.
Okay, fine. 3, 2, 1. Oh, no, you did it faster.
Yes.
Banoffee pie! Ooh, Taj Mahal. Monterey Jack curry sauce and chili pickle. That sounds delicious.
So this is the plan. We're going to make them first,
Yes.
and we're going to cut them into donut shapes.
Yes.
We're going to batter them, and then we're going to deep fry them. What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, deep frying is like the best thing ever. I heard earlier that you've never deep fried before.
I've never deep fried anything in my life.
You've not lived.
Partially for fear of burning myself to death.
Yeah, I mean, I don't condone deep frying things every day or like every week. Of course, that would be awful. You'd probably get sick as well and very fat. But you know, as a treat every now and again, deep frying is amazing. I'm going to follow your lead because is there like a system I should be following? Is it like cheese first, or do I go in with the sauces first? Like, what's your thing?
You want to go with the butter on the outside?
Okay, I did. That was where I nearly ruined it straight up. Right. I was about to go in with the fillings first.
Okay. Always go with the butter on the outside because then you're going to get it nice and crispy.
Yeah.
Soft ingredients on first on the inside, and then work your way in.
I'm very glad that you explained that because so my first couple of subscriptions that I got of Cheese Posties, I just completely ruined it like the first couple of times. Not because it's not simple and easy to understand how to make a toasty, but just because I instinctively put the butter inside and just like a sandwich, start assembling it with the butter this way, forgetting that I'm about to toast it. You should put warning instructions on the box for people like me. All right, okay. Oh wow, you're already on to fillings.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's that? Banoffee curd.
So we got banoffee curd right here. So we got banoffee curd, chocolate, and mascarpone cheese.
Wow.
Which is groundbreaking.
That sounds delicious. I'm about to go in with my chili pickle. Wow.
So that chili pickle, incidentally, is incredible. So it's made by this guy called Michael, who used to be an investment banker, and decided that obviously the investment banking world was not for him in favour of making the best chili pickle on the planet.
That is amazing. From investment banking to pickle making.
Seems like the obvious choice.
Yeah. You've done this before, haven't you? You were winning the race. So
I think we're ready to dive in and tackle these bad boys. So
move this out of the way, side by side.
Let's do it side by side.
Okay.
Stick them in.
Listen to that sizzle.
Look at that. We are up to heat.
So, question for you about toasties. How long are you supposed to toast them for? Because I always get that wrong sometimes. I do it on the pan now because I know I can control that. I sort of hover over it because I'm too impatient.
Pan is obviously ideal. So obviously we ship out everyone with like a Teflon pan, which they slip inside and go straight into a toaster. Toasters do vary, and if you've got like a $9.99 toaster, then it's probably going to be quite difficult to get it right. But you can always manage it anyway. But we use this guy at Cheese Posties HQ every single day because it's incroyable. So basically, this thing is like a Breville toasty press. Okay. And you just literally put it in and press it down, and you can lift it up as many times as you want to check out it's doing. Yeah. And it tends to be, you can leave this in for as long as you want really. It takes a long time for them to actually burn. That's super good if you invest in one of those. Yeah. Toasty life will be you've sold it. I'm really enjoying the fact that we're making the savoury toasties today with the Taj Mahal. Cheese and Indian food they're not typically put together. This is the thing, and this is, a lot of people get confused by this particular flavour. So, like, because curry in a sandwich seems like pretty crazy, but it's essentially just having a naan, like a cheesy naan bread, right? Yeah. You're just dipping it into.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's a great way of thinking about it. Yeah, my mum used to do this a lot. She's a bit of a mad cook. She'll be very experimental. Like, she makes this biryani pilau rice, but she puts Marmite in it, and that's definitely been a big inspiration for my blog, and also just in the way that I approach food, like there not being any rules. And she started putting like chutney and curry into sandwiches, and I remember rolling my eyes a lot and being like, Mum, that doesn't belong in a sandwich. Like, just give me, like, just make me a salmon sandwich or something, you know. But I remember at the time I found that very strange. I've since walked into, say, like a Marks and Spencer's, and I noticed that they had a sandwich that was like a carrot chutney or a mango chutney sandwich with various different ingredients, and it just blew my mind because I was like, my mum was doing that 10, 15 years ago. But it just goes to show, I think people do think a lot more outside of the box now when it comes to ingredients. We're not just bound by what we typically think should go together. I think the best things that we tend to eat are crazy ideas that people stumbled across in the kitchen, and they turn into like things like banoffee.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's the beautiful thing about, particularly in the UK as well. I think we've got a much more kind of diverse flavour palette now. You know,
I think
like
so.
50 years ago, if you'd given someone sushi.
Yeah, raw fish, don't want it.
Yeah. I think we are ready to donutify these.
Look at the chocolate oozing out of that. Yeah, a few thoughts. So I didn't bring a cookie cutter with me because this is kind of like an on-the-fly idea, isn't it? We kind of make it up as we go along. I'm going to do a circular shape, but I'm thinking what you could do with yours is samosas are fried and they're triangular. So maybe you could do diamonds, and we could do cheese samosas. Toasty chamosa, perfect.
Making history right now.
Yeah, we can make a chamosa. You're going to do a sweet chamosa, and I'm going to do this lovely Taj Mahal one. Okay, let me just pop out my circle. Oh God,
look at that.
All that cheese. You're getting my real concentration face.
This could be like an Instagram still.
Yeah, serious work going on here. Wow.
Oh, hello.
Look at that. That is just wow. And now we've got this lovely, just looks like a frame, a cheese frame.
So this is like, have you witnessed the breading your cat?
Oh, I was about to talk about another one. Breading your cat. Okay, you start and then I'll tell you about my bread story.
So breading your cat, I've not done too much research into it, but it seems that people have taken to putting their cat's face in bread, in a hole in bread.
Oh, I see.
Not entirely sure why, but I like it.
I quite like that.
Yep.
I have 2 cats. Might try that when I go home.
What was your?
So I saw this. You might have seen it. It's mad, right? So people on the internet, I think it's like a fetish that some people have, but basically loaves of bread and you just smash your face in it, straight up loaf of, and just go. Boof.
So this started off with that Japanese girl, didn't it? It was just rolling her face.
She was just properly rolling. She wasn't even rolling. She was just smashing her face into it.
Have you heard of this thing? I'm fairly sure it's Japanese and it's called mukbang.
Mukbang? No, I haven't. What's that?
So this is where people literally, I'll be honest, kind of like what they're doing now, make food and eat it on camera and other people watch it.
It's exactly what we're doing.
It sounds weird, but we're literally doing it.
Are you going to rename the show?
I think so, yeah.
I'm just going to eat this cheese.
Go ahead, yep.
Yeah. That's so good. The chili pickle in that is phenomenal.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Can I nick some from your supply?
Yeah,
we'll just fry this and then we can put our faces through it after. This end bit, I'm just going to eat it.
Just eat it. I'm gonna swap it. I'm gonna take a knife and I'm gonna make my sweet sauces.
I'm gonna start frying them.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll do the rectangular bit first. Straight in with the batter. Oh, listen to that sizzle. Oh. So I'm gonna crack on with frying this one.
Should we take these bad boys?
I think we're done. Yeah. All right, okay. They're a really good colour.
They look pretty damn good, don't they?
All right.
Look at that.
That's the samosa version. Chamosa. Oh, I keep getting that. And then this is the chonut.
Chonut. We need to try more now.
Oh God, that is dying to be covered in parmesan. All right.
Epic. Right, are we going to start?
My mouth's watering already. It's yours. I'm like, oh. Roll my sleeves up. Okay, you're going to batter that. I am going to parmesan these donuts up. Chonuts up. Okay, here's number 1. Move it onto that plate over there. If you want to move the... Oh, we haven't really thought this out, have we? What's your preference then? Do you like the sweet or the savoury toasties?
Yeah, to be honest, it's a good mix. It depends what kind of mood you're in. I think a lot of people are kind of funny about the sweet ones, it's like because they haven't experienced it before.
That's interesting.
But yeah, like I mean, I think it's one of those things that once you try it, you kind of never go back. Because the thing is, right? Essentially, bread is just like a vehicle.
Yeah.
Anything, you know? Because I used to work in this place where we did Yorkshire puddings as desserts. So you put like ice cream and chocolate sauce
and like,
bananas and all sorts of stuff inside. Immediately you'd think that that's pretty kind of out there. But actually, when you try it, it's essentially it's like a
it's exactly what you just said before. It's just a vessel. It's just a vessel for other ingredients.
A vessel for excellence.
There's a company in London that have basically started selling entire roast dinners with Yorkshire burritos. It's the best thing ever.
Amazing.
So what they do is they just make like a giant Yorkshire pudding, and then they'll put in everything you'll find in a roast dinner: roast beef or chicken, stuffing, all the lovely veg, some gravy, and they'll roll it up, and then you've just got the best burrito. And you don't have to use forks and knives. No time wasted, straight in your mouth. It's great.
Incredible.
So the savoury ones are ready. Should we eat them whilst they're hot?
Let's give it a while. You can go in for the primary.
The chonut.
Chonut, sorry.
And you're going to go in for the chamosa.
Chamosa is all me.
Okay.
So right,
it's really hot. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheese.
Cheese.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Sweet cheeses of Nazareth.
That is so good. It's so good, and the chutney in there as well.
Mm.
So you get a little bit of sweetness, but it's not too hot as well. It's the right amount of spice.
Yeah, right.
For me, anyway.
So did you ever try, talking of battering sweet things, did you ever try a deep fried Mars bar?
Yes. I've tried a deep fried Mars bar. Okay. It's amazing.
Oh.
Really, really good. In fact, do you have a Mars bar? Because I feel like this oil's going to go to waste, so...
We should deep fry anything and everything we can find.
Anything that we can find in the vicinity, we should just start deep frying and see what happens. Because this has gone really well.
And to be fair, we had no idea how this was going to go when we started doing it, so... How about you? Pretty happy?
I can't even talk right now, I'm in my happy place. Right.
This smells absolutely unbelievable.
It does smell amazing. I can actually smell the banoffee.
Yeah.
Through the pastry. It might just be in my head because I'm dying to eat it. But
deep fried chocolate is for the win. So what are we going to do here? What's the plan?
Two options of the sweet ones. We can either go traditional donut, icing powder.
Trud.
Nice and easy. Second method, which is my personal favourite. We're going to dunk it in some mascarpone, and it's really good mascarpone. It's really creamy. And then we're just going to chuck it together in some hundreds and thousands to give it that extra bit of sugar. Because why not?
Why not? After you.
Okay, fine.
So what
I was hoping you'd ask. You pick yours first.
I'm gonna go with the chamosa.
Oh, chamosa. I'm gonna go with the rectangle. Oh, look at that. The chocolate is sort of in with the mascarpone. Get the edges. Oh, that looks really nice. That looks like some sort of really fancy patisserie made it.
Oh, thank you.
You wouldn't think it was a cheese toastie.
This is true. This is kind of like Krispy Kremes on acid.
It is. Look at how pretty this one looks.
Oh mate, it's like a stereotypical Simpsons donut style.
It's so good.
I like that.
My So Wrong It's Nom logo is a donut.
That's true, that looks like your...
It does look a bit like that.
Square.
But in square, yeah.
I'm quite pleased that we got through this without me getting third degree burns. That's like a...
You were quite worried about that at first.
I have been.
Oh no, my hands are covered in mascarpone and sugar.
Darling, what are you going to go for first?
I'm going to go for sprinkles.
You take the large sprinkle one.
Okay, if you say so. 3, 2, 1.
I've already gone.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
How is that banoffee stuff?
So good. Oh my god, that is phenomenal.
I like the addition of the sprinkles.
It gives you extra crunch, maybe.
Delicious.
It's so good. It's burning my mouth, but I can't stop. What else have you got that we can deep fry? Should we go raid your fridge?
I think I want to dive into one of these guys.
Are we supposed to be offering them out to other people that work here?
Maybe daft. Right, I'm going to dive in one of these.
So good.
So this is the powder, which is looking pretty spectacular right now.
I feel like I should join you. It's burning my mouth, that's why I'm not eating it as fast as you. But I'm just going to drop that one and have this next one.
This is amazing. This is like a regular donut.
Oh, that really is like those fresh donuts that you get at the fun fairs. It's really nice.
So that's it for the very first episode of The Care Degree. Thank you again, Annem, for coming along.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been delicious.
This spectacular idea. I want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to Gabriella Golden, who came up with the excellent name, The Care Degree, for this show. You've got all sorts of free stuff, including a stress toast. What's the stress toast?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was really stressed out earlier. I took it. You can have it back, Gabriella.
You're having one of those and all sorts of other things which we've not decided yet. They're on the way. So tune in next week and we will be doing more absurd things to cheese sandwiches. Thanks again for watching the very first ever episode of The Care Degree. You have to excuse the fact that my microphone didn't work all the way through that episode. That's one of those annoying little things we're going to get fixed for next time. If you want to see more epic blogs from Annem Hobson, head over to sowrongitsnom.com. It is the best food blog on the internet. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to continue seeing us doing weird things to cheese sandwiches. How's that?
Good. That's good none.
It's going to be amazing, this being me talking.
I'm just like looking up at you like my eater.